Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Juliuz. Today we are watching how I made $209,000 trading forex in a single day by Shawn. Okay, I'm hyped to find out how somebody can make above $200,000 in one trading day. The numbers are getting bigger by the day. I'm gonna immediately leave a like. So should you. So leave a like and subscribe to my channel below. Thank you for your support. This helps a lot and it's just like one click away for you. Let's immediately go in and enjoy the video. Here we go.
I made $209,000 trading forex yesterday in 2 trades, and in the next
In 2 trades.
30 seconds of this video, I'm going to show you everything from start to finish.
Sounds promising. Here we go.
So, I called these trades out in my free Telegram channel. I've been running it for 8 years.
Little advertisement is totally fine.
I will put the link in the description and the pinned comment so you can check it out if you want. It's completely free. And I shared a GBP AUD analysis.
Okay, what I can immediately sense that it's basically just on the first look an entry on this very big support level. Which chart type is that? It's the weekly chart. It's the weekly chart. Okay. Now this is new. Then it's really likely that the support is gonna hold. Okay.
Buying at support and
But a week is a long time. So this trade could start running like in 2 or 3 weeks when you buy now.
GBP CAD analysis buying at support last week. Now what ended up happening is these went into profit, and then I shared the updates here as they went into profit yesterday. And what ended up happening, the net result was that I made $209,000.
Okay, it's basically a swing trade that he executed on the weekly chart. This makes sense because like scalping or day trading, it's a little hard to capture enough points within a day to make this kind of money. It's of course possible with a position size that is big enough, but now this makes a little more sense. It's a swing trade that he's executed on the weekly chart. Why not?
And this is it right here, $209,000.
Okay, several entries. Crazy. What I immediately find fascinating is that his balance is like $590,000 with a $209,000 open position. It's like half of his account size. Okay, this is crazy. I wonder what he risked. Did he risk like half of his account to make that?
I then closed these trades here and they resulted in a profit, bringing my account from a $350,000 starting balance in October of last year, 2025. Now we sit in mid-May and the account is after fees and commissions.
Doubling the account in more or less like half a year is really good.
The swaps up to almost $800,000.
Especially in those big sizes.
And again, all of this is called live. I've shared every single result before and after trade recap outlook here on my free Telegram channel. And I just entered another trade this morning.
Again, it's okay. This is the daily now. He's basically just buying support again. So this seems so incredibly simple. I don't know if he uses any other forms of indications that this is gonna go higher, or if he just tries to buy support with a, it seems like a 1-to-1 reward risk ratio, which of course in this big amount of money is a little risky. Okay, is he now telling me that he's gonna risk $250,000 on a trade to make $250,000? Isn't that a little much? I don't know.
Morning on
when was that actually?
AUD USD. The thing I want.
Let's check.
Telegram channel.
Today, okay, this is not really promising. May 18, so this is probably May 19. Let's do the trick and find out how the Australian dollar US dollar is looking now.
And I just entered another.
Okay, let's see if we find this specific. So I just opened Australian dollar US dollar real quick in a 1-day chart. And now let's take a look. Okay, it looks a little different here. Okay, I found the specific price level. This is the candle that we are seeing here that he bought. His stop loss is down here, the 560. So this trade is actually in a little profit for now, but his take profit is not reached yet. Okay, so just wondered what was going on here.
Another trade this morning on AUD USD. The thing I want to point out here is that so many people get pissed off and they get bent out of shape and they get unenthusiastic about trading and they want to give up and call everything a scam whenever they get on a losing streak. Nobody wants to talk about it. Everyone wants to paint trading out to be this beautiful thing that's going to change your life. And you see all these fucking gurus here on YouTube yelling at you in their videos talking about...
Maybe it's that simple. Maybe it's just like buying support and selling resistance in bigger time frames. I'm a futures day trader, okay? So I'm in shorter time frames using day trading and scalping techniques. But why not open our horizon to maybe a bigger time frame, to new approaches. Why not? Imagine shorting this resistance right here. It would have worked. Depends on how big your take profit is, but for now this would have worked. Okay, maybe it's just that simple.
Everything's amazing, and they bought their new Lamborghini, and they got their mansion, and look at all these luxury designer clothing they've got. It's so stupid, but nobody wants to talk about the reality of the fact that most of the time, meaning the majority of the time, 50% or more of the time, you are going to be on a break-even period or a losing streak in trading. Things are not always winning. If you're really trading and you're actually doing it profitably, long-term and consistently, the only way you do that is by controlling risk. You can't take these big gambles and expect to not have some big losses along the way there. And me, personally, I risk a large percentage of my account per trade.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't put all my trading capital into one account. It's stupid.
Yeah, which is the same thing a lot of very, very big successful traders tell you, is that they use more or less all of the money they have on a trading account because they're not funding like their whole life into one trading account. They fund a little of what they own, but then they will use all of the money there is on the trading account. So in case they blow up an account, which might be kind of like a human trait to blow up an account in a really, really, really bad drawdown. In case that happens, it was just like part of what they really own.
Dumbass thing to do, but I put a small percentage of my total trading capital into a Forex account, and then I risk about 10 to 15, sometimes even 20% of that account per trade, depending on the context and the quality of the setup, so that I can actually grow the damn account. And guess what? I accept when I have losing streaks.
Does it really make a big difference? I don't know.
The week before this past week, I shared a losing streak in here, and I even made a whole fucking YouTube video about it. Most people won't do this. I lost $150,000 trading Forex this week. Okay, and then this week, of course, yesterday I made $209,000.
Yeah, let's take a look at another Forex pair. For example, Euro US dollar. We take a look at the daily. We find major support or resistance zones. Whoops. Maybe it's that simple. So from what I saw on his trading style, this is basically a big support level, resistance up here. Here I can see a support here, which was broken here, but respected here. Is it really that simple? Let's see. Selling resistance more or less worked. Buying support did not work yet. Maybe it's kind of opening our horizon to the simple techniques that good traders use to really make money.
$1,000. So I made it all back and more. And I make videos about this, and it was loss after loss after loss after loss. And I posted a screenshot in here showing this losing streak here. Let me show you. This is in my Discord server, I guess. I showed all of these losses in here. Where the hell are they? I think I screenshotted them just for the YouTube video, but this is it. I had loss after loss after.
Yeah, if somebody has a $250,000 winning week, this is total normal behavior. Except if you're Alex Temis, then your Excel sheet is just filled with positive numbers. Check out the last video where I reacted to Alex making $11,000 on one trading day. He's like never losing.
Loss after loss. Check it out. GBP AUD, USD CAD. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a fifth one here. So this was 4 or 5 trading opportunities where I lost $150,000. So it was 4 or 5. Let's just go with 4. In 2 trading opportunities yesterday, and trades that only took about 2 to 3 days to play out, I made everything back plus profit, and that's with one of those trades being only a partial winner. Like all I do, my trading strategy is very, very simple, and I've done the same basic thing for years. I buy at support and I sell at resistance.
What I thought.
That's literally all I do. Okay, I go to the daily, weekly time frames. When price is at a major support level, I buy. I put a stop loss below the zone, and then I set a target at a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. That's it. That's all I do. I don't do any magic tricks. Nothing insane. Price gets into...
So in this case, he told us when he uses like a stop loss that is below the zone, more or less like, let's say, here. And then he's going for a 1-to-1. Can we measure that somehow? 79. So this is like, here would be his take profit in this case. Maybe that works.
To the zone, I use a little bit of price action discretion, obviously. I've been doing this for a decade. I've made millions of dollars in Forex and crypto and stocks. Yes, I use a little bit of discretion and intuition to say if it gets to a support zone, let me wait for it to kind of start bouncing a little bit on like the 1 hour, the 4 hour. And as long as it looks like it's not immediately smashed. So sure, I'll brag about my win streaks, but I'll also brag about my losing streaks because of how well I control risk. To some of you watching, $150,000 lost in a week trading Forex, and that's not my worst week. You may think that's insane, but you have to keep in mind that out of millions of dollars of trading capital, $150K in a week is not that big of a deal to me. Making $209,000 in a day trading Forex, that, I mean, to me, psychologically and emotionally, yes, it's a lot of money, but it doesn't emotionally hit me, and it's not as that big of a deal relative to trading capital and relative to the long-term P&L, because I know that, yeah, I may have like a 200K win in a day, but tomorrow or today I could lose 100K, so I could lose half of that. And that's why this account, since I started in October, it's been like 7 months since I've been growing this account. In 7 months, I've taken it from $350,000 all the way to $800,000, and this is after paying 150 grand in swaps and commissions. All the P&L is posted there. Every single thing is live, timestamped. And so,
Okay, but if he's paying a lot of commission, then he probably chose an account model with tighter spread but big commission. In Forex, you mostly have those two options, tighter spreads and commission, or no commission and bigger spreads. In his case, with his trading style, trading the daily and the weekly with big lot size, I would probably choose the other account model with bigger spreads but no commission, because the commission really adds up with big lot size.
and so with that being said, I like to do this, and I love trading live because it actually helps show you the ins and outs of tradings, and it shows you what the wins and the losses looks like. It shows you in real time what it's like to have a trading week or a trading month where things go sideways and things go up and down on losses. And believe me, I get ripped apart for this online sometimes. A lot of people, they don't appreciate honesty. They appreciate delusional confidence more. So quite literally, you get rewarded online and on social media, whether you're in politics, whether you're in business, whether you're in trading, whether you're in anything in life, you get rewarded based on how well you can market yourself and present things and make things seem a certain way. It's fucked up. I hate that shit. I absolutely think it's so disgusting, which is why instead I just choose to be honest about it. And that's why I'm never going to make as much money from my business as
Which is the right thing to do.
a lot of other of these trading gurus are. They present things to make it look so beautiful and so amazing. I don't. I present the reality. If that gets me less views, like you see on my YouTube channel, compared to millions of views on a video of someone talking about how they made $1 million in one trade and went and bought 2 Lamborghinis afterwards.
Is he talking about TJR?
Okay, that's just not me. I don't do that. I don't take risks like that. And I show the wins and losses. You know, that previous guru that I was just talking about won't show you like the previous like 10 losses they had trying to get that big win. And that big win either breaks even on the losses or doesn't even make a profit past all the losses. It's just so stupid. I think the whole industry is like just so stupid. And so I try to change that by at least just showing the what I consider realistic, like back-to-back, day-to-day things, everything in real time.
This is why I, as a trading industry reactor, want to find the good videos, to present you the good videos, so you don't have to choose between all of them. I will show you real stuff. I want to react to the best videos of the industry, unless I say that something is fake. Then I might react to a obviously fake trading guru.
With that being said, the only
and we should do that more often, reacting to those fake guys.
I'm in right now is AUD/USD. I already made a YouTube video last week, and so
we watched that chart already.
Here on my channel, going through the analysis. I'll run through it real quickly. AUD/USD is at a support zone right here, and so I've got 2 levels right here. The first one is this one right here, and this is the main one I'm trading off of. But we've also got this most extreme low down here, which is what I've put a little zone at right here, and price is currently testing it. I've entered up here. This trade sits in a little bit of drawdown. The final stop loss is somewhere like way down here. So I've got plenty of
that's what I thought.
Time to manage this if it goes against me. And if we go into profit and we bounce, that'll be really cool. I'm thinking about adding to this if we start bouncing. But at this exact moment, it doesn't look like it's going to be bouncing here. So I might be cutting this a little bit early. But anyway, I bought right here because we're at like a...
Yeah, and this is a completely valid trade. If your strategy is just basic support and resistance, this is a good looking trade. And if you're now able, from your whole trading budget, not his small account in relation to his trading budget in general, but of all your trading budget, if you're able to risk 0.5% at most and still make decent money from that, you are a really good valid trader.
Daily support resistance level. You can even go to the weekly and you can call that a support resistance level as well.
It is in the weekly as well. Well, then the chances are quite there that we're gonna see at least a little bounce. So I would not cut that too early.
This is likely to bounce here, at least to have a little bit of a bounce. So
that's what I told you.
Where that goes. I'm waiting on AUD Canadian dollar because AUD Canadian dollar is approaching a major support resistance zone here.
Yeah, still totally valid. And this is a good looking approach to trading, guys. Very simple. In the daily and weekly, probably not that stressful. If your risk is more or less decent, then this is a really good looking strategy. And if you are out there drifting around, ending up nowhere, searching for a kind of way to trade, why don't you try that now? Open a Forex account or futures account. Most of those Forex pairs have a future. So try that with decent risk, waiting 2, 3, 4 days before you take profit or stop loss is reached. Why not? This is not stressful at all. You can open up like 4 or 5 positions on the same time. This could be fun.
On the daily/weekly chart, you can see it's basically the same thing. So I've got my alert there. I'm waiting.
And you probably won't get into overtrading, won't crash your account in one day because of completely unnecessary trades with big risk. No, this is a decent approach. Why not try it?
Euro GBP barely missed the alert 2 days ago. So on Sunday,
oh yes, that's a little unfortunately.
Market open, we almost got there into the region I was going to sell. Didn't get all the way there, and we ended up.
That happens, guys.
Dropping. This would have been a nice trade had it worked, but it didn't, and I didn't get a trade because it didn't come into the zone. GBP USD yesterday.
Let me go back. You know,
Sunday,
support and resistance is mostly like a little zone and not this horizontal line. So first of all, I would have moved the line a little lower because of this level of those wicks here, but also then the price did not reach my level. And if you're now doing it as a support or resistance zone, including those wicks and those here, then the price would have reached that a little bit. But then with using those bigger zones, your risk will be bigger. Your entries won't be that precise, so it's totally valid to just say, okay, he's using like a very thin horizontal line as his entry, and if the market in some cases is not reaching his support or resistance in this case, then so be it.
Market open, we almost got there into the region I was going to sell.
Of course, a little unlucky.
Didn't get all the way there, and we ended up dropping. This would have been a nice trade had it worked, but it didn't, and I didn't get a trade because it didn't come into the zone. GBP USD yesterday almost got into the resistance.
Again, same thing. If he would have used a support and resistance zone, market would have reached it. Again, he would need a bigger risk, so maybe the market will turn back up and really hit that level. Right now, it doesn't seem that likely.
Distant zone where I was going to sell, you can see my alert there, this little dashed line. It didn't get there. I could have entered a sell, put a stop above, target below, but it didn't get all the way to the optimal entry. So I'm always patient, always wait for the better entries, because if you're risking a lot of money per trade, it matters exactly where you enter.
True. That's what I've told you, okay? If you use that zone and enter more or less at the support or resistance, then your risk is just noticeable bigger.
Based on where your invalidation is. So I put stop losses past the zone and targets below. If I'm selling it...
Same thing here. Did not reach those support level, a little higher. But actually, okay, he drew that support a little lower than I would have. I would have used those highs here as well.
Resistance or buying at support, and so I want to make sure my entry is optimal. Nothing on CHF JPY, USD CAD, Euro JPY, GBP JPY. I've already been through this in the last video, but just trust me, there's nothing here. There's nothing that I'm looking to do. So the only thing is GBP CAD bounced, that was great. GBP AUD bounced, that was great. These were nice, profitable trades. Only trade I'm in right now is AUD USD with the potential to go into AUD CAD if we go down here into the support level and then start to bounce. And that's...
But again, with Forex trading, those are the disadvantages. He's already long.
Bounce, that was great. These were nice, profitable trades.
In Australian dollar, US dollar is already long, but he's waiting for Australian dollar, Canadian dollar to reach his lower target, which means that Australian dollar has to fall for him to get into the position in the Canadian dollar. But now he's already looking for longs or a stronger Australian dollar in this case here, okay? So this is with those Forex pairs, they're always correlated and stuff. If it's now falling, he might be able to get into the Canadian. If it's rising, he will miss out on the Canadian but make money here, which is the better scenario. I don't know.
Only trade I'm in right now.
The scenario where the the Australian dollar, US dollar is rising and the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar is falling could happen, but it's a little unlikely.
AUD USD with the potential to go into AUD CAD if we go down here into the support level and then start to bounce. And that's basically it for now. All right, that's all I got for you here in today's video. I appreciate all of you guys who like seeing the reality of trading, and those of you who are not retarded who actually appreciate that trading is not always butterflies and roses and rainbows and unicorns, and that you recognize that things are going to be up and down. I really, I admire that if you have a realistic approach to trading.
Okay, I think those are good last words. Thank you guys for watching. This was a really good video. It helped me open my horizon to simpler approaches. Might be a good valid strategy that you want to try out. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna see us in the next episode. Take care of yourself, guys. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel down below. Thank you for your support. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Take care. Bye bye.